Very good. Forward walk again. And think about it. When she has some basic misunderstandings and some moments of resistance in the transition walk-halt, I guarantee you she'll do that from walk to the trot. And I definitely put money on going from trot to the canter, that she'll give you some resistance too. Yeah? So simply raise your standards, test early on, even before you even start the warm-up in trot. Try a few transitions and a little tap, address it. Yeah? And halt, 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 stop, 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 stop. Make your point. You asked for the halt, she took another 4 steps. Yeah? She's 5 years old, she's not 3 anymore. When she's 2-3 weeks under saddle, at 3 years old, you can accept those things. Yeah? But when she's 5, you don't need to accept this anymore. Yeah? And halt again. Sit down, much better. This should be her standard. Yeah? Now think about it. Angie, when your halt doesn't work, do you think she will respect your half halt? There you go. It's that simple. Yeah? So make those transitions very clear to her. It doesn't take much effort in her body, but it takes a little effort in her brain. Yeah? So that's what you want to address. And walk again. Your reins were too loose. Yeah? When your reins are that loose, you're giving her a perfect chance to brace again. Yeah? That's it. And halt again. It's getting there. Perfect. And let's take this idea into the trot. Yeah? Shorten your reins just a touch. And stay in charge. Yeah? Why not a little correction right there? When she comes above the bit, why not gently a little tap to get her attention and say, come on, sister, this is not okay. Yeah? You follow me? If you let it slide every time, like you did, there you go, perfect, praise her. If you let this slide every day that she braces herself out of the connection, she will continue to do this. She will get more fit by riding her every day, but she will not get stronger because she's still not using her proper muscles. Yeah? So, tap, tap, so, and praise her. That's it, very quick. It's not the strength at that time, it's simply the timing saying, come on, this is not okay. Yeah? That's it, and you're not being too forceful by teaching this. Yeah? So, yes, okay, and into the trot. Better. Rising trot, you decide if this is okay that she goes this low. Yeah? If you ask her to go this low in the neck, that's fine, but she should not just do this as an evasion. You follow me? You want to be in charge. This looks good. Yeah? Good. Okay. Now, when we ask for the transition from trot to canter, a lot of horses also react, as Janet said in the beginning, because they don't have the proper balance yet. Yeah? But they also need to respect the leg aid, and they don't need to be surprised from the leg aid. You follow me? If you give her with the outside leg just a surprising aid by taking the leg all of a sudden back without preparing, she will misunderstand you. Angie, she will also misunderstand you if she drifts to the outside of the circle and you would all of a sudden put the leg on at that time. Do you know what I mean? If she is moving into your outside leg and you ask with the right leg for the canter, it's not going to happen. That's the same thing with the flying change later. Yeah? Shorten your reins just a touch, and then you need to decide when the proper moment will be for the transition. Don't ignore this. You can use a little tap. You can use a little half hold when she goes against the hand. And sitting trot, good correction. Good. And now tell her 2 things with your outside leg. First of all, what she needs to do by gently bringing the leg back, and then you put it on. And then you tell her when she needs to do it. Better. You can tell there was still a little bit of a delayed reaction. Let's do it again. Back to the trot. I like the connection much better. I like that you close her a little bit more. Good. And now find the proper moment for the canter. Yeah? A little bit more trot. And back to the trot. You could tell there's still a little bit confusion in there. Yeah? Sometimes she thinks still about the right lead instead of the left lead. Can you feel that? Yeah? She takes first a bigger step with the right hind. So let's move her a little bit off your right leg into the circle. Let's go a little bit leg yielding into the circle moment. That's it. Now Nice and straight, make sure she's not drifting, and then you decide when the proper moment will be for the canter transition. Yeah? Go ahead when you're ready. And she was already bracing when you put the leg on. Yeah? So that's not a good moment for the transition. Bring her right away back to the trot. She did not understand that she made a mistake there. Yeah? By bringing her immediately back to the trot, you can do something about it. Yeah? Correct those little things. A little more forward and canter. Better. Praise her. Make a big fuss of her. Tell her when it's good. Tell her when it's bad. Yeah? And send her forward. Good. Okay. And back to the trot. We do this another minute to the other side. And now be picky, because she will get a little resistant after the canter. She has a little bit more forward energy, and then she will lean on your hands. Those turns are too tight at this point. Use diagonals to change direction. Yeah? Good. Rising trot a moment. When you go rising trot, this should not mean that she can, that's very good, that she can change the frame all of a sudden, fall in on the forehand. Yeah? Nicely in front of the leg, send her forward. You should ask for a little flexion so that you can release. Yeah? Give your horse a reason to let go. That's it. Good. And same idea now, okay? Don't surprise her with the leg aid for the canter. Find the proper spot on the circle where she's perfectly balanced, where she's not drifting, where she's not leaning on your hands, yeah? Where you feel she's going to accept your outside leg, and then try the canter again. Now, bring her back quickly, bring her back, a little tap with the whip. Too late, yeah? Real quick, when you find the resistance, bring it to her attention with a little tap, yeah? Not to punish her. Bring it to her attention that you say, come on, focus a little bit more on me over here. Yeah? You want her brain. Yeah? Very good. Sitting trot. And canter. Gently. Give her a little time to react to the leg. Much better. I'd much rather see this instead of her bracing out of it and being surprised in that transition. You follow me? Good. That's it. Now be careful. When you ask for the trot, you're going to have a lot of forward momentum. She's going to look for your hands to balance on that. That's good. Rising trot, go down the long side. Now let's try the center line again with the halt at the end, okay? Don't hesitate to correct her when it's needed. Yeah? Not overly correcting. I like that you're very patient with her, but definitely address when she's resistant. Yeah? Good idea. I like that. Mistakes will happen, and Janet calls it a training opportunity. Yeah? So what you did was perfect, and you bring it to the horse's attention that that's not okay. Now do it at X. There you go. Good. Long rein and praise her. Good. Yeah, so sometimes when we start with younger horses, and a lot of people ask me, well, when my horse is resistant, what should I do? And it is sometimes this simple, asking for proper walk, halt, walk transitions. And then when we ask the horse to move forward in walk, we should not accept that the horse comes all of a sudden above the bit. And just by repeating the transition, it is not going to get better. It is by addressing the issue in the transition. When a horse starts bracing and is a little resistant, that's most likely going to happen in the transition. Let's use that moment, as we did here, to teach the horse, look, this is okay, this is not okay. Let's address those issues when a horse is resistant. That's why I like to use a very, very soft whip and make sure when there are issues in the beginning and the horse doesn't understand, that I get the horse's attention. Yeah? Okay. Very good. Now, same with him. You could tell once in a while he could be a little bit more sensitive to the leg. Yeah? You could, right now, for my taste, you're having to support him a little too much to get this tempo. Yeah? Good. And again, for the training level, there's no doubt, I agree with Janet, the neck was here and there a little tight. Yeah? But if you're thinking a little bit more advanced than just training level, it is okay certainly to ride your horse a little bit rounder in the training, as long as he doesn't take advantage of it. You follow me? If he's a little too deep, Yeah, that can be very productive, that can strengthen the horse in his back. Yeah, if you use the proper contact at that time. But if he dives and he gets a little bit on the forehand to work less, it's an evasion. Yeah? So again, you want to address that. Definitely ask him to be flexed nicely in his pole. Yeah? Simply putting him on the bit. And then making sure that when you use the length of his neck, that he doesn't use this against you. Yeah? Okay, back to the trot. Here we could see sometimes a tiny bit more reaction to the leg. And careful, for my taste, he's right there, a little bit too long. Yeah? He's simply a little bit too long and too low. I like the idea of stretching down and relaxing a horse's muscles, especially in the back. That's no problem. But he should not do this in a resistant way. You follow me? Yeah? He should only go as low as you ask him to. Not that it's an evasion and all of a sudden dives. When he knocks on the bit right there, could you feel this? Yeah. Right before the center line, I personally would not ignore that. Yeah? Again, a little half hold. You can tap him a little bit behind. Yeah? Behind. That's it. Yeah, and again, I like the idea of being very positive, but I need you to be effective. Yeah? And when you hit the saddle pad, he's only going to hear it. Yeah? If he listens to the noise, that's great, but you know, he's probably going to be a little bit more sensitive to the touch. Yeah? So this looks better. Good. There you go. Perfect timing. That was good. So, okay, that's fine. Only little corrections like that. Good. And then canter when you're ready. Take your time. Very good. Send him a little forward. And now analyzing, is he actually round or is this feeling a little bit downhill? Yeah? Exactly. Yeah? So nicely uphill. And remember, it's up to you to make him position his neck a little bit lower. That's not up to him. Yeah? Good. I'd much rather see here and there a little bit of a firmer half hold, getting it done, so that you can leave him alone. That's it. Instead of giving a half hold every stride. Yeah? Better. If you give a half hold every stride, he's perfect. Do you know what I mean? If you give a half hold every stride, he's going to get numb to that too. Yeah? Good job. Okay. And back to the trot. Make sure he's not tilting. Yeah? A little too strong in your hands. Bring him back again. Good. Okay. And a diagonal. So as soon as you correct him, and he's correct in your hands, his mouth is shut, and he chews the bit. Yeah? When he's a little bit too low in the neck, and he leans on the bit a little bit, then his mouth is a tiny bit open. Yeah? I don't think to the point where the judges might criticize it, but from a training standpoint, yeah, he's not perfectly accepting the bit. Yeah? Good. Good. Okay. Nicely uphill. And again, don't be afraid to correct things. Very good. And canter when you're ready. His mouth is good. Well done. Send him forward. Now you need a little bit more sensitivity to the leg. It was not enough. If I need to kick him this much, I expect him to be in the other county. Yeah? Do you know what I mean? So from that reaction, from that much push from the leg that you gave him, he should have given you a much bigger reaction. You should have followed through and finished your idea. You started something, but then you didn't finish it 100%. Yeah? Finish that idea. If you tell him to go, make sure the result is 100% there. Yeah? Push him again. Better, but for my taste, not quite enough. Yeah? Uphill, get him correct into his carriage. Yeah, that he carries himself properly and go. Good. This will be obviously a little easier on the long side. Let's do this. Yeah? On the long side, right a lengthening. See if you can keep him nice and straight when you do so. And push him 3-4 times, not every stride. Yeah? Better. Good. Okay. And diagonal, back to the trot. Looks nicely uphill, he looks steadier, he doesn't look like he's leaning on your hands. and back to the trot. Now be aware, when you have the energy, a lot of younger horses like to do this, we create the energy in canter and then they like to fall a little bit more on the forehand in trot. Yeah? Good.